Hi, New Orleans. I'm your Mayor, Latoya Cantrell. Just taking a moment, I understand that there has been a lot of confusion or even uncertainty around the quadrennial assessments. And I wanted to just take a moment to hopefully clarify it a little bit for you all. And this can be, ongoing. I'll do the best that I can. But understand that the quadrennial assessments, quadrennial meaning 4 years, meaning four, and the quadrennial means a 4-year assessment that happens by law, by state law, through our assessor's office. You know that we have one assessor, Mr. Errol Williams is the assessor for Orleans Parish. So every 4 years, according to state law, he has to do a quadrennial assessment on properties throughout the city of New Orleans. So this is not a function through the mayor's office. It is absolutely with the assessor's office. Now the board of review, the review board, that is our New Orleans City Council serves as that review board. So I wanted to kind of walk you through some of the steps so that you will know how you can prepare yourself and also appeal if you feel that you have not been fairly assessed, meaning your property hasn't been fairly assessed. And to help you, we do have a like a little 2-pager. It's a front and back on our website, and you can also assess it or access it at the assessor's website. It's nola.gov. You can also reach the assessor's office and or website through nola.gov as well. So that gives you 2 ways that you can pull down information, particularly this flyer that we put together on your quadrennial assessment. You see we have our assessor here, Mr. Errol Williams, and we're breaking it down for you just by question. So we say, well, what is it? And I kind of explain that. It's every 4 years, state law. The assessor has to review the assessments of the values of properties throughout our parish. That began, the rolls are now open. They opened July the 15th, and they will close on August the 22nd. Now, you will be able to make an informal appeal or a formal appeal. And those 2 things are the informal appeal that ends, I'm told, on August the 19th, and that is a Monday. That's when you can, informally, you come into the office, you can go to the assessor's office, and they will work with you. There's also a formal process, and that ends on August the 22nd at 4 p.m. Now, I'm looking at the flyer because it's helpful to me, and that's why I'm trying to guide you to it as well. Now it says, what does the quadrennial assessment means? Again, it's your property taxes are based on the value of the property multiplied by our millage rates. And that comes up with your tax bill. Now, they said, well, is the market up or is it down? Well, meaning what's happening in your community and also with your property. Have you recently made some home improvements that could increase your property value that you know about, or maybe not? Then that's how you're able to look at where the assessor has your property valued, and you can say, okay, well, if I sold my home today, will I sell it at this price point? Well, if that's the case, then it really is a fair assessment that you would go right now to sell your property at that price point or value that the assessor has determined. So that would mean it would be fair. If you say, if I go and sell my home today, if I put it on the market to sell, that I will not get this dollar amount at all by putting it on the market. Well, that may trigger, maybe you're overassessed because we want to be fair, and you deserve that. And you would work that out through an appeals process, again, with our assessor, who is elected as well, but it's a separate entity. That's why I'm just wanting you to be clear about that, and make sure that when you target me, as your mayor of doing something, I want to be fair as well, that it's right that you do come to me and target me, but I'm here to help. But I do not assess your property for Orleans Parish. That is our assessor. And our New Orleans City Council that works as the board of review. If you feel like you go to the assessor, it's still not fair, then you could also appeal, and that board of review is directly with the New Orleans City Council. Also, it says, I have here, who decides the value of my property? Again, the Office of the Assessor decides that value. And again, it is a state office, and it's completely independent from the city of New Orleans, but it matters. Just so happened we are in a quadrennial assessment right now, while under my administration, we've been in office about a year and going on 3 months now. But we're just in the middle of what happens every 4 years. So it's not us doing something to you. Again, every 4 years this comes up. So wanting it to be clear, I would urge you to go to the website, nola.assessor.com. You can also access it by nola.gov at the city's website. That will point you to, again, this informational overview. It's a flyer, front, back, but gives you, and I believe it will answer some of your questions that you may have. But again, once the rolls are closed, now the close date, as I mentioned, is going to be August the 22nd. Once the rolls are closed, then the Board of Review, which is our New Orleans City Council, will take these matters on. And your assessment will be completed for 2020. So this isn't going to impact 19. You've already, paid your taxes for 2019. This is going to be 2020. So tax bills will go out around November, and you will get them. Of course, they'll be due beginning in January. There's a process for that. And this will be for your tax bill for the year of 2020. Let's see. What else should I mention? It really is just a matter of getting your assessment. I know that you've received them at your home. If not, I want you to contact the assessor's office. But those went out again. Rolls opened up July the 15th. And what you just should be remembering every step is when those rolls close. So again, August 22nd, they will close. You can still do your informal process by August 19th, and your informal process by August 19th, and again, August 22nd, it closes. Are there any other questions you believe I need to answer at this time?
No, Mayor, I don't have any direct questions from the viewers as of right now.
Okay, and just, I know it can be complicated, and I just wanted to make people understand why this is happening, how often it happens in our city. It's not new. Every 4 years, it is our elected assessor who has this responsibility, and again, it's state law that we open it up every 4 years. We're just in the middle of a quadrennial assessment for Orleans Parish.
If we could just give them the website one more time before we close.
Right, so the website again to our assessor, and you can look up your property on this site as well. It's nola.assessor.com. nola.assessor.com. Again, if you have problems with that, you can go to nola.gov and you can click assessor, and it'll take you to the assessor's website as well. But all of this information is available to you online. The flyer, you can print it out, you can share it with your neighbors, with other family members, so that we can be on the same page. If you have additional questions or things that the city can do to answer your questions, please let us know. We can produce a second flyer. You know, this is, again, our way of trying to get you information, field any questions that you may have, and then meet your need, you know, as best we can. That's what we're here for. So, again, we want fairness across the board. I want you to have your fair share. And, you know, that fair share movement just wasn't about, you know, infrastructure. It's about every way as a city that we can ensure city government gets its fair share, as well as the residents who make this city truly what she is.